What's up, guys? Eric Prey, Focus Fishing Guide Service, Table Rock Fishing Intel. Got another video fishing report for you for Table Rock. It is Tuesday, July the 11th. I've been actually a lot more on Taneycomo the last few days than I have Table Rock. Fished Table Rock most of last week. But the bite is changing a little bit. Things are starting to move around. Fish are definitely moving. Starting to see a summer pattern shape up a little bit more like we're used to. Lake level, we are at 915.36, so that's about a little bit more than 1.5 feet below normal summertime pool. Core's been running a little bit of water every afternoon just to meet power demands, but we haven't gotten any substantial rain, so we really don't have any changes in the lake level to speak of. Water temp hasn't changed much either. Everywhere I go, I'm seeing right around 85 degrees. Normally this time of year, we start to see some upper 80s. And I'm sure there's some up in the dirtier water of the rivers, but really without any rain or anything, we really don't have that much stain in the rivers right now. So we're not seeing a whole lot of dirty water with warmer water temps up there. You know, the bite's been good. The bite's, it's touch and go depending on which part of the lake you're on. And there are some parts of the lakes that are so much better than other parts of the lake. But the best way for you guys to know the best place to fish, the best bite, join Table Rock Fishing Intel and get that pro membership and get those daily reports. We've had over 30 daily reports in the last 3 weeks. We're a little light right now because I've not been on the water. Most of our guides have been on Taneycomo trout fishing this last week for one reason or another, but we do have plenty of daily reports out there. And that's the best way to know what's going on. The best way for you to know how the guides are catching fish is become a pro member on Table Rock Fishing Intel. As far as the bite, right now I'm catching most of my fish deep. Part of that is the time of year, the pattern, so on and so forth. And part of it is, you know, most of the clients I get in the summertime are not that accomplished of anglers. So it's a lot easier to drop shot rig or a spoon down over the side than it is for them to make an accurate cast to maybe a brush pile or something and then not get hung up in that brush pile. But we are catching them drop shotting with a shad shape, cut tail, UV drop shot worm, chompers drop shot worm. Most of them, I can tell you the gravel bite's just not there. Most of them are either coming out of trees, a little bit out of brush on gravel, but most of them are trees and most of them are on dock cables right now. That seems to be our two best bites. Every day they start off around that 20-foot deep. And by the time the sun gets up by about 9:30, they're out in about 30 or 35 foot deep. So that's our number one bite. We're supplementing that with the Jewel Scuba Spoon. It seems like if those fish start to get a little lethargic or stop biting after a while, I can drop a spoon down there and kind of rip it a few times around them and get them going, get them biting again, get them eating the drop shot a little bit better. And then I'm also throwing the LS spin quite a bit. And I'm targeting those fish that are out in front of me. I'll see them on my active target, see one down about 20 feet, maybe out 50 feet in front of me, and I'll throw the LS spin and just kind of work it over top with them. I will say this about the LS spin, it really seems like they want it worked fast right now. It's not like it was in the fall and winter where you just kind of slow pump and reel. You got to let that thing get down there, rip it and kill it, and rip it and kill it. You'll get a lot more bites doing that. Other bites that are working, I mentioned brush piles up the rivers. There is a decent bite in the brush piles on either a big worm or the Jewel Pee-wee Football Jig HD or the Jewel Pee-wee Spider Jig HD. Most of those brush piles have been in that 15 to 20 foot range or even 25 foot range. It seems like up the Kings they're a little bit shallower than they are up the James, and Long Creek they're about the same as they are in the James, in that 20 to 25, even 30 foot range on those deeper brush piles. And you've got to hit those from different angles. You can't just throw it a couple of times from one angle and say, well, there's nothing there. Usually you find that right angle and you can catch 2 or 3 fish, and usually they're better quality fish there. Carolina rig bite has been pretty strong as well, especially up the James and up the Kings and up the White above Big M. Most of those fish are coming on gravel roll-offs, anywhere from about 20 to about 25 foot deep. Some a little bit deeper, but most of them are in that 20 to 25 foot range. And you're just looking for where that gravel rolls off into the channel, and it's usually that first 10 or 15 foot of that roll that really seems to make a difference, really seems to be where those fish are. Our topwater bite, buzzbait bite that I keep hoping is going to turn on really has not materialized. I did throw a buzzbait a little bit last week on one trip, and it was It was not great. I think I had 3 rolls on it and actually connected with one fish, and he wound up being like a 12-inch black. So, but really don't have that topwater bite going right now. It's just kind of gone away from us, and it's a day-to-day thing. You get a cloudy, windy day or just a cloudy day, and you may catch a few on a pop or a spook or something like that, but it's not something you can rely on a daily basis. Guys, we are halfway through July basically. It's not really been that hot yet. It's supposed to get hot this next couple of days, but then we got another chance of rain, so keep your fingers crossed that we finally get some rain and get some fresh water in the lake. But the bite's been good. We're catching several fish on every trip. Best way to know what's going on, best way to stay on top of it, join Table Rock Fishing Intel and get your pro membership. That way you can look at those daily reports every day and know exactly not only what the guides are doing, but what end of the lake, and even dial that in. We've got maps on there now that makes it even easier for you to have a better idea exactly where the guides are catching their fish. But if you're coming down, want to hire a guide, give me a call. It's Focus Fishing Guide Service. You can reach me at 417-860-4743 or hit my website, focusfishing.com, and you can either shoot me an email or book online. Either way, I get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Again, check out Table Rock Fishing Intel if you haven't done so, but thanks for watching. Can't wait to hear from you. We'll see you on the water.